by Kovic. Now we have the play-by-play by Miguel Flores.
Thank you, Felix, as we are now set to resume action. Once again, 8 rounds here. Super lightweight division. Both of these guys were getting in each other's faces at the weigh-ins yesterday, so maybe not bad blood, but certainly intense, ready to go, and both looking to prove a point tonight against one another. Again, both undefeated. Cruz's only blemish was the draw.
It's never a good mix when you haven't eaten for a couple of days or just a chicken breast. So
yeah, you know, people wonder, you know, why are guys so cranky at the weigh-in? Well, you know, when you, like you said, when you haven't eaten for maybe a day or two and are a little dehydrated, it can bring out the worst in a fighter. But nonetheless, they're ready to go in round 1 of 8. Thurman Barrios later tonight. If you have not done so already, be sure to order the pay-per-view.
And you can do it on your tablet or your iPhone.
Yeah, now with QR codes, everyone's doing QR codes. You can even order it through, like you said, through your phone. Just scan your camera on the QR code and it'll take you right there to order the pay-per-view.
Technology. Things are just getting easier and easier.
I'll tell you, man. Sometimes they're not even going to need us anymore. They're going to have robots.
Have robots and stuff. Well, the fighters are still going to be real, right?
That will probably be the only thing that is real. But as we go, Cruz from Missouri, trained by the great Ronnie Shields. Ronnie Shields, if you don't already know, trains Jermall Charlo, WBC middleweight champion.
Nice combination there by Rico.
Another body shot. He also trains David Morrell Jr., super middleweight WBA regular champion.
Yeah, so he must have seen something here in Ken Cruz, because he doesn't, you know, take on anybody new. That,
exactly, when it's someone that he doesn't see potential in and willing to put in the work. Because as we know, Ronnie Shields, very strict, super disciplined, and he doesn't take any mess. And Ken Cruz obviously has something that Ronnie Shields likes. You see both of these guys filling each other out. Cruz trying to step forward a little bit.
I mean, he had Shields had FF for a while, heavyweight. Must have seen something he didn't like or something went wrong, and he's no longer there. But his stable, like you said, just premier fighters.
Gogokhia now looks to be aggressive. Kia from his native country of Georgia. Last fought in Russia back in May. This won 5 straight by TKO. So he's got power. Team, and we have the best here. Round 2. Both guys, as you said, Felix, I mean, they used the first round as a feeling out round, and now adjustments may be made. They're trying to get some timing down. Expect both guys to be more aggressive, as already we saw Cruz look to engage.
Both older boxers, 30 years of age is Enrico Gogokhia, 29 for Ken Cruz. So, you know, this is the time when you start stepping it up. See if you have what it takes to be a world champion.
Cruz reaching a little bit, and now he got countered. That's one thing you don't want to do. If you're Cruz, I'm sure his trainer Ronnie Shields will tell him you don't want to reach as a fighter. That leaves you susceptible to be countered. But he's able to connect on his right hand there.
Yeah, one thing is to take advantage, just a reach advantage. That exchange there was pretty interesting.
Gogokhia was very aggressive, trying to look for a knockout shot.
Yeah, so one thing is to use the reach advantage, and the other thing is to lunge. Two different things. You don't want to lunge.
There's a big right hook from Gogokhia. Cruz took it in stride.
So we're seeing early on here being more aggressive Gogokhia.
There's Gogokhia connected on a right hook, and there's another right hook connected for Gogokhia again. And Cruz still staying in the pocket.
It's been a southpaw night so far. And up to now, Gogokhia getting the best results. First 2 fights were won by southpaws.
You can tell Gogokhia every time he throws, he's throwing violently. And there was a big right hook that knocked Cruz off balance. Cruz has got to be careful. He can't take too many of those shots just directly on the chin. He's taken several of those here in round 2. Even though visibly it may not seem like he's hurt, you never want to take a flush shot like that.
Cruz is looking for an opening, but in the meantime, he's getting tagged by that left from Gogokhia. So it's like you said, he has to watch out because he can get hurt.
Both fighters get tangled up there.
Oh!
Now they separate.
Gogokhia not taking any chances. He just threw right away with that right, connected.
There's another right hook again, landing on the chin. Right hook again. That's 2 in a row for Gogokhia. And Cruz really, he needs to figure out a way to keep that left hand up to deflect that right hook, which has been landing a lot for Gogokhia in round 2.
He's a little more careful here. So far, good fight for Gogokhia.
See what adjustments Cruz was able to make from those right hooks.
Need to land something now, Cruz, to get his Gogokhia's. That was a good shot. Maybe that got a little bit of Gogokhia's intention of not going in too quickly.
Gogokhia looking for the opening. Cruz reaching a bit. As Gogokhia dances away. Double jab, followed up by a right hook from Cruz.
Good record for Cruz when he's fighting undefeated fighters. He's 3-0 with 2 KOs.
He doesn't back down from the challenge. That's something you like to see from Cruz. This is another undefeated fighter. He's hoping to come out victorious.
A slower round here for Gogokhia. That jab got to him. Jab by Cruz.
Cruz looking for that right hand. Didn't pull the trigger. Connected on the left hook. I will say, Gogokhia leaves himself open for the counter. When he throws that right hook, he leaves himself wide open to be countered.
It's probably what Cruz is thinking right now. And this has been a much better round for Cruz. Much alive for him, connecting better.
Yeah, you want to keep it a slow, tactical type of a battle against a guy like Gogokhia. I think if Cruz is able to keep it that way, he can come out victorious as both men connected at the same time.
That hurt Gogokhia. Let's see if he can capitalize, if Cruz can capitalize. Yeah, he has to avoid those flurries that Gogokhia has. The judges are looking at that and saying, well, he's getting the better of it.
Nice right hook, and then a beautiful uppercut by Cruz.
Much better round for Cruz.
Now Cruz getting a little wild. Back into his stance. We're seeing Cruz look well and get the better of Gogokhia thus far.
So with those 2 rounds, gave Gogokhia the edge. So he's come back here a little bit.
Right hook landed for Gogokhia there as their feet got tangled up.
Yeah, Gogokhia tired a little bit. Looks a little more tired in this 3rd round. Let's see if Cruz can take advantage. He did. They're almost coming to a close of this 3rd round.
Left hand just missed. And then there was that right hook again. As Cruz was able to dance away from it. And he had the opportunity to take on an easier fight in the welterweight division debut. And he wanted Keith Thurman. So he was not afraid of coming off that loss against Tank Davis and diving right back into another top contender type of a fight.
So you picked Thurman tonight? Or are you being politically correct?
I want to be politically correct calling the fight later tonight. But again, I like both guys. I like what both guys present. And there's a story for either guy. Thurman this is the most healthiest that he's been. And when you look at Barrios, this has been his opportunity, his biggest opportunity to beat a guy like Keith Thurman.
Definitely. Will ring rust play a part, you think, tonight?
I think it's impossible for it not to. Being out of the ring 2.5 years, it's a tall order, and that's, I think, where Barrios has the opportunity to pick up some early rounds in this fight. As we see Gogokhia go to the body here.
Yeah, much better round for Gogokhia against Cruz. Cruz looks fresh, so let's see what happens here. A lot of shadow boxing here, not really hitting each other. In the exchange, who gets the best of it.
Body shot from Cruz now. We'll see if you're Gogokhia, you kind of, he's going to have to start to engage a little bit more with Cruz. I think he's waiting too long to counter, but Cruz is, other than that second round, really hasn't given him that opportunity.
Whoa, nice body work there by Cruz.
I think Cruz learned for his lesson in that second round. He didn't want to get too aggressive. He saw Gogokhia was able to get the better of him with the right hook, and ever since that point, he is boxed superb.
Shields getting more animated there, so he's seeing his boxer coming back in this fight. Kind of give the early rounds to Gogokhia, and now Cruz coming back. That's a different fight, you see? Gogokhia trying to, ooh, nice right. So Gogokhia also changing his game plan a little bit here.
There's a straight left from Gogokhia now, as Cruz once again ties him up. Now Gogokhia going to the body, but Cruz blocked it. As long as Cruz keeps it within this type of a range, I think it's hard for Gogokhia to get on that inside. There's a nice little jump punch from Cruz. He almost kind of punched forward and connected on that right hand.
Cruz, he has to keep that defense up. And Gogokhia trying to see if he's going to be left wide open for that right by Cruz. That's where we're at right now in the 5th round. This is an 8-rounder. I expect both fighters to pick it up in this round. 5th round. Jab, he's saying in the corner, work that jab. You haven't seen a lot of jabs from Cruz.
No, you haven't, but he has controlled the pace of this fight so far. I think Gogokhia is going to have to really step out of his comfort zone and take some gambles against Cruz. Because I think when Gogokhia was explosive and engaging with Cruz, Cruz was having a hard time dealing with that.
So this fight has turned. The first couple of rounds for Gogokhia, and now Cruz taking control. It's like we said, Shields sees something in this boxer, and now we're seeing it ourselves. Where it took him a while to figure out Gogokhia.
And there's that right hook that puts Cruz down, and that's the right hook that we have been waiting for since the 2nd round.
Yes. So Cruz there didn't see that one coming. Now let's see Gogokhia, what he can do now.
Now Gogokhia is starting to put it on Cruz, and he's got Cruz cornered. Cruz has got to be careful. Another right hook landed for Gogokhia. A wild right hook, and that puts Cruz down again.
Well, this fight turned. Cruz was having the better of it. Then all of a sudden, that punch came from Gogokhia, and it's turned this fight around. That's what can happen in boxing.
And what we said right before this round, that neither fighter has really landed anything that has a big punch. And here we are now, Gogokhia with 2 big punches that put Cruz down.
Again, he takes the rope, trying to take advantage of Gogokhia.
Gogokhia going to the body beautifully, trying to open up upstairs, and there's a wild right hook again as Gogokhia.
He doesn't like those punches.
And Cruz thought that was low. The referee lets him know.
Low to me, but
keep him up. This is a massive round for Gogokhia, scoring 2 knockdowns. And he is looking for a 3rd. There's that right hook again, but Cruz has to be careful. Final 10 seconds, and now Gogokhia back into the body.
So
Cruz,
Gogokhia.
Yeah, Cruz seems to be moving well though.
Against Gogokhia.
Round 6. Cruz now has got to battle back. That was 2 knockdowns, so therefore that's going to be a 10-7 round in favor of Gogokhia.
Either he has to do the same thing here to Gogokhia, or Gogokhia go on cruise control and win the fight.
Yeah, Cruz was having, since the first 2 rounds, he was looking pretty well. He was boxing, outboxing Gogokhia and staying out of danger. But Gogokhia was able to explode. Back to the body is Gogokhia, looking for that right hook again.
He wants to level him with that left jab, does Cruz, but he's leaving himself wide open. There we go again. Gogokhia connecting with that right. Seasoned boxer here, and Gogokhia looking for openings.
Back into the body,
no?
and Gogokhia is looking at the ref. He thought that was low. It appeared to be low, but again, unless the ref stops it, you got to continue fighting.
Now a good couple of minutes for Cruz in this 6th round. He needs this 6th, 7th, and 8th round probably.
Yeah, it's been a seesaw back and forth battle.
There we go. His left is nice and out protecting.
Cruz with the right that knocked Gogokhia back a bit. Cruz being very careful. Sometimes Cruz leaves his head too high. That leaves him open for that right hook. You gotta tuck your chin underneath and really protect yourself when you're engaging. But again, Cruz is now starting to turn it up. He has bounced back from that last round where he had 2 knockdowns, and there's that right hook again.
Yeah, that's what he was doing in the 4th round until he got, the surprise came from Gogokhia. So he's being a little more tentative there, but he knows he has to step it up in regards to Cruz.
Cruz tries to leap forward, but just missed Gogokhia. Final 10 seconds of round 6.
Gogokhia with a good counter punch.
There's a straight left by Gogokhia.
Will take place. Will Thurman continue? Will Barrios look good? Gotta see tonight. So Cruz stepped it up a little bit in those final minutes of that round, but he needs to step it up even a little more against Gogokhia.
Yeah, Cruz really needs these final 2 rounds because now you don't really know what are going to be on the judges' scorecards after. Anytime you get 1 knockdown in a round and you suffer that, it's hard to climb back on the judges' scorecards, let alone 2 knockdowns in the same round. So Cruz really has to step it up. I thought he bounced back well in the 6th round, and he's got to continue that here in round 7.
So, I mean, it just looks on Gogokhia's face like he's trying to time him when he throws that right and then counter with that left.
Yeah, you know he is, like you said, he's looking for that right hook again. That's been his best punch of the night so far. The times that it's landed, it's been explosive. There just missed Cruz.
And I mean, he's noticing that that left is getting lower and lower. So Gogokhia is just looking for that punch.
Now Cruz with a nice uppercut. Was able to get on the inside of Gogokhia.
It's turned into an interesting fight.
Yeah, both guys have had their moments.
I think Cruz has to take a little more chance and try to do something solid. Going to change a little bit this fight, turn it around.
This fight is still very much up in the air. Neither guy has dominated this fight. Gogokhia's had the highlight so far.
It's a 5-fight KO streak, does Gogokhia, 46.
Good straight right that pushed Cruz, pushed Gogokhia back.
Looks like Cruz got a second win there. Let's see if he can take advantage of it.
Cruz really picking his spots nicely. Not overextending himself, which has gotten him into trouble.
Time might not be on his side, Miguel. Gogokhia has fought a smart fight there in the third, fourth round. He looked a little bit gassed, but he's picked it up so far.
That's the thing we don't know, though. We don't know what the judges were looking for. We don't know how they were seeing this fight play out. What we do know is there is a 10-7 round on the card.
That hurts. That hurts.
Exactly, and that's what sets him back. And I think Cruz so far has bounced back and has given himself a legitimate shot to win on the scorecards. But again, it hasn't been over.
So it's always good for somebody to turn it around. Vladimir Hernandez, and he's beaten some big names lately, so that's going to be a good fight against Ramos.
It certainly is. So, action-packed fight card from top to bottom. PBC has put together an excellent night of fights. We are just beginning here on our prelims. Miguel Flores, Felix De Jesus, Mandalay Bay, Michelob Ultra Arena, final round. Kent Cruz and Rico Gogokhia. It has been a back and forth battle. Gogokhia scored 2 knockdowns in this fight. Back in the 5th round, I believe. Now Cruz looks to come forward again. You gotta believe it's in the back of Cruz's head that he has got to win all these rounds. He's gonna win on the scorecards.
Excellent fight coming up also here in the prelims. We'll tell you a little bit about that in a few. We see here this last round. Gogokhia looking good so far.
Right hand delivered by Cruz.
I think Cruz needs to know that he needs to attack in this last round, show something to the judges. Cruz body shot moved him back.
Gogokhia now starting to step on it. He realizes that he can't take for granted. Even though he scored the 2 knockdowns, that he's a runaway favorite in this one. He is trying to cement the victory by winning this final round, but Cruz with good double jab.
Great showing by Gogokhia so far.
Yeah, Gogokhia, you can see the power. Cruz, I think, was surprised by it. There's that right hook again as he was backing away.
It's a sneaky right hook. Expected and boom.
It does come out of nowhere. I think Cruz, that's what surprises Cruz every time he gets caught by it. Because it is, he doesn't really telegraph it that well. And Cruz is trying to look out for it. Now he needs a jab from Gogokhia.
So Cruz preoccupied with the left hand, looking with that right. Gogokhia.
Final 10 seconds of the fight. Gogokhia looking to press the action. Going on Cruz with the double jab. Dancing in front of Gogokhia, and that is the end of...
Draw. All right, interesting. I guess Cruz showed enough. Besides the knockdowns by Gogokhia to get a tie in this fight.